All right, here is a test for the eb3a. All right, so I've been having a lot of power surges and a lot of brownouts. And when I'm on my computer, my internet literally shuts off. It gets to a point where I have a watt meter plugged in, and the voltage at times gets down to 50. All my stuff goes out. Lights go dark. Fans shuts off. Goes off. But my internet keeps going off. And yesterday it just kept going on, and so I had no internet. That's my watt meter. So what I thought I would do is hook the 3BEA up to my internet. But also I connected it straight to the wall, so it was using the UPS function. It always stayed charged, and when the power drops down and comes back on, all that. Well, that did um, the response time wasn't fast enough. So when my power goes low enough to shut that off, the eb3a doesn't switch over fast enough. You try to understand what I'm saying? So when my brownouts happen, lights literally go. This light you see now go off. Only thing it does not shut off is my monitor and my computer. But you can see it right here, perfect. You see my air fryer. It has it says E4. Get some light here real quick. Read out about E4. Um, there is E4. So it reads E4, so that screws up. So lights just did it, but this just doesn't switch over fast enough. Um, Not to stop my internet from shutting off. So it's not as quick. But I have a heated blanket I sleep with in the wintertime. And when the power gets too low, the the blanket just shuts off. It gets into a like that E3 mode, E6 mode, whatever that was on my air fryer. It does that. It pops its own error code. So I'll be sleeping at night because my house is pretty cold. I don't pay for heat. There's 3 apartments up here, and the heat's for all 3 apartments, so it's set for a certain temperature, and there's nothing we can do about it. Sometimes my house gets pretty cold, but I don't pay for heat, so I don't care. So the blanket shuts off. So last night, I decided to use this as the UPS, and it worked. My blanket didn't shut off at night. When I got up in the morning, my air fryer had that code on it. So now this is what I do. You just go to the air fryer on this one, and you just pull it out. It shuts off. You see that E4 on there. It's just a red. It's just that blue power light. And when you hit it, it comes on. Shut it off, goes off. So that's how I know if power goes out at night. That's what I did this morning. Um, got up, blanket didn't shut off at all. I walked into the kitchen to cook my breakfast, and I seen that been set. So therefore, I think that did a pretty good job last night of not going through. It kicked on fast enough that my blanket didn't shut off. I just don't know about this yet. So, um, yeah, that's been plugged in for a few hours now, and I'm down to 71%. So I'm going to plug this in real quick. So let's go over here to this is my solar box. Yeah, these are not being used yet. So let's grab my cord. Now I got another one here for my charge controller. My other 2 battery boxes. This one is a Lucetti, awesome box, 1000-watt power inverter. It's built-in 1000-watt power inverter, true sine wave. I haven't tested this, so I don't know if it's true sine wave or not. Has a 10-amp charge controller. This is just a Blue Eddy box, nothing special to it. It has both of them has it has a Red Odo 100-amp-hour battery. And what I did differently was I added a shunt to it, so it tells you how much amp hours I have used. and I didn't know that Red Odo had their own version of this shunt, and yeah, I didn't know that. So this shunts are pretty good, but bad thing is it doesn't. It counts one way. So if you're discharging or you're charging it, it's always going to count up. I picked up. Let me show you here real quick. Let me get this cover off this box. Trying to do this one hand, and it really sucks. Yeah, this cover isn't coming off one-handed. There it is. I got it. Cool. So I picked up this one. The lighting sucks. Let's go here. Some lights. So, yeah, that's all my Jeep stuff. That's awesome. Jeep and truck. Got this. So what this does is when is that upside down? Yes, that's upside down. So you can focus on there. There we go. Now I haven't hooked this one up yet. I'm gonna buy me another battery box. So what this is supposed to do, it's turn this around so we can focus in on it. There we go. So what this is supposed to do is when you're using it, it counts up. And then when you charge it, it's supposed to count down. So you know how much amp hours you have left to charge. And what I do on my other boxes here, so when I charge this, let's say it's up to 25 amp hours, okay? And so when I charge, it's still going to go up amp hours. So I got 25 amp hours out of the battery. So when I charge it, and when it hits 50 amp hours, then I know the battery's charged, or my battery charger tells me it charges. And the battery charger that I use, love it, so you just move the top cover, is, let me turn the light on in here, guys, so that we have some light. I know this is very not scripted. That's my 12 volt cooler. It's pretty awesome. So I use this the battery charger. Let's turn it back on the back so we see some information on the back. There we go. I use this for all my lithium-ion batteries. I also use this on lead-acid batteries because it has a repair function. My daughter here a couple weeks ago was having car trouble, and she let her car sit for about 3 weeks. Battery died, so I went over, changed out batteries from my Jeep into hers. New battery was like $129. So what I did was, these are all my connections for all my stuff that I need. So what I did was I brought the battery back here. I took the tops off it, and it was actually low on fluid. So I went down to, I need a cord here. So I went down to AutoZone, bought me some battery acid, and from that point on, I refilled it up. I got it full. This takes just a regular computer monitor or computer cable. Let me get this in there. Okay, so I got it plugged in. And as soon as I plug this into the wall, it should. Let's see what we do here. Oh, there we go. It was plugged in all the way. So you see sorry about that, UPS function. Now it's charging up. So I've got 30 watts coming out and 264 going in. So I was going to put it back up to 0. So let me just keep messing with this and see what happens. This fan does kick on. There's a built-in fan. It does kick on. I don't know how many watts it draws when it kicks on, so I'm going to have to watch that. We'll listen for it. But for the price, I bought this a couple years ago. It was $350, I want to say. And it's done a damn good job for what I'm using for it. My setup is more for emergency setups. So, yeah, I don't have a clean house. This is all my tools. I don't have a garage. I live upstairs. So this is literally all my tools. Yeah, all my tools. It's here in my apartment. I live by myself, so that's why. That's my beautiful cat, Southern. Yeah, she's a pain. So I just want to show you that, guys, the box. I will do some more testing on this and see if I can catch it, how fast or whatever does it switch over. My lights don't go off all the time, but at least a couple of times a day. It's the power company says it's not at the pole; it's the building itself that needs new boxes and stuff. So electric box, I really don't know, but there we go.